weary traveler to a quiet moment amongst the stars. Tonight, we journey to the hushed corners of Starfleet, where the hum of technology becomes a lullaby, and the vastness of space feels like a gentle, protective blanket. Find your most comfortable position now, letting your shoulders soften and your body settle. Take a slow, deep breath in, feeling your chest gently rise, and then release it, letting go of any tension with the exhale. Another gentle breath in and out. Just listen to the sound of my voice and the quiet atmosphere we'll create together. You don't need to do anything but simply be here. Imagine now that you are aboard a Starfleet vessel, perhaps the USS Enterprise, long after the duty shifts have changed and the busy day has wound down. The ship is mostly asleep, save for the hum of its engines, a soft, steady thrumming that resonates through the deck beneath your feet. Soft, distant hum. The main lighting in the corridors has dimmed, replaced by the subtle glow of emergency pathways and the faint, warm light from occasional Alcove's panels embedded in the bulkheads. The carpeted deck absorbs every stray sound, making your quiet steps almost imperceptible. The gently curving walls of the corridor stretch out before you, empty and peaceful, reflecting the soft, blue-tinged light. It feels less like a vessel hurtling through space, and more like a tranquil, private haven, cradled by the stars. The soft, blue-tinged light from the corridor panels guides you forward, a silent invitation to explore the ship's quiet slumber. With each gentle step, the only sound is the nearly imperceptible hum of the Starship systems, a deep, steady breath that cradles you. You pass by a series of access panels, their indicator lights glowing a soft, unchanging amber, signals of dormant power and patient readiness. No hurried footsteps, no bustling conversations, just the tranquil pulse of the USS Enterprise at rest. The air here is cool and clean, carrying the faint, familiar scent of recycled oxygen and polished metal, a scent unique to deep space vessels. Ahead, the corridor curves gently, revealing a large window looking out into the vast, dark expanse of space. Nebulae drift like painted whispers across the black canvas, illuminated by distant, silent stars. A faint, distant warp core glow can be seen, a subtle reminder of the incredible journey through the cosmos. The deep space feels impossibly calm, a velvety blanket of quiet. You pause, letting the profound stillness wash over you, a gentle current of peace that flows from the infinite. The ship, a tiny beacon of life, continues its steady, unhurried voyage through this immense quiet. As you gaze out, the gentle curve of the ship's hull is visible, a graceful line against the starlight. Below, a slightly wider section of the corridor opens up, leading into a small auxiliary lounge, also deserted. Soft, indirect lighting from recessed fixtures casts long, gentle shadows. An empty duty roster display flickers with a low, green light on a far wall, showing no immediate changes, just the quiet passage of time. The ship breathes with you, a companion in this interstellar lull. The low green light of the duty roster display casts a gentle glow that slowly fades behind you as you continue your quiet journey along the corridor. Each step is soft, almost silent, on the resilient deck plating. The ambient hum of the ship's systems becomes more present, a deep, steady thrum that resonates through the bulkheads, a lullaby of machinery and distant energy. Passing by a series of darkened crew quarters, their doors sealed for the night, a sense of shared peace settles around you. No voices, no hurried footsteps, just the ship holding its breath, resting. Occasionally, a soft, almost imperceptible shift in the ship's gravimetric stabilizers might be felt, like a gentle rocking, reminding you of the vastness of space just beyond the hull. The corridor curves ahead, leading to a small, unassuming intersection. Here, the light is even softer, filtering from recessed panels in the ceiling, creating long, tranquil shadows that stretch and sway with the ship's subtle movements. A single, small view screen embedded in the wall offers a glimpse of an even more distant, deep space. A scattering of unblinking stars like diamond dust on black velvet. It's a view meant for contemplation, not navigation. A gentle breeze, circulated by the ship's environmental controls, whispers past, carrying with it the faint, clean scent of recycled air, subtly ionized. It's a scent unique to Starfleet vessels, a quiet reassurance of life support working tirelessly. You might pause for a moment by this view screen, letting your gaze soften on the cosmic tapestry, feeling the quiet rhythm of the Enterprise beneath your feet. There's a profound stillness here, a perfect moment to simply be, and to let your thoughts drift like the stardust outside from the cosmic tapestry outside. Your gaze might softly lower, drifting inward, deeper into the quiet heart of the USS Enterprise. The gentle thrumming that was once a subtle presence now feels like a lullaby, a constant, reassuring vibration beneath the deck plating. You begin to move, not with urgency, but with a peaceful, unhurried grace, guided by an unseen current of tranquility. The corridor ahead is softly illuminated, the usual bright operational lighting dimmed to a warm amber glow. On either side, the Alcove's panels, usually a vibrant cascade of data, now display only essential, low-light schematics or stand dark, reflecting the softened light like still pools of information. A distant, almost imperceptible whisper of air circulates, carrying with it the faintest scent of recycled air, and ozone, the signature aroma of Starfleet vessels at rest. You pass by a series of crew quarters, their doors sealed and silent, hinting at the peaceful sleep of those within. Each door is a small, secure haven in the vastness of space. The only sound is the soft, rhythmic hum of the ship's systems, a symphony of engineering designed for silent efficiency. Perhaps, from a very great distance, you might detect the faint, intermittent chime of a duty officer's console, quickly silenced, a momentary flicker of activity that only serves to deepen the surrounding calm. Turning a corner, the corridor opens slightly into a small, seldom used lounge area, bathed in the same gentle amber light. A few ergonomic chairs are arranged around a low table, empty and inviting. A single, small view screen on the far wall displays a slow, mesmerizing loop of nebulae, the colors muted, the cosmic dance playing out in silent, unhurried grace. It's a space designed for quiet contemplation, a sanctuary within a sanctuary, where time seems to slow to an almost imperceptible crawl. The Enterprise sleeps, and its gentle slumber enfolds you too. The gentle slumber of the Enterprise cradles everything within its vast structure. From the quiet contemplation space, a soft glow emanates, inviting you to drift further into the ship's silent depth. The corridor ahead is dimly lit, the floor panels reflecting the soft, blue-green sheen of distant Alcars, interfaces that pulse with quiet data. The usual bustle of Starfleet life has receded, replaced by an almost reverent stillness. The bulkheads, usually vibrant with activity, now reflect only the emergency pathway lighting, casting long, peaceful shadows that stretch and sway with the ship's imperceptible movements. Each step echoes softly on the deck plating, a gentle rhythm in the ship's quiet heart. The only constant companion is the low, steady thrum of the warp core, a deep, resonant vibration that assures you of the ship's continued journey through the velvet blackness of space. It's a sound that has lulled countless Starfleet personnel to sleep across generations, a comforting lullaby of exploration and discovery. The ship itself feels like a living entity, its gentle hum a breath, its dimmed lights like slumbering eyes. As you drift past a recreation deck, its hollowed arches now dark and silent, you might glimpse a faint, warm light from a distant crew quarters window, a small beacon of comfort in the vastness. Or perhaps a glimpse into a deserted mess hall, where the polished tables reflect the soft glow of standby indicators, awaiting the morning's first synthetic coffee. The air itself feels calm and cool, a gentle circulation maintaining the perfect environment, even as the ship carries its precious cargo of dreams and sleepers. The Enterprise breathes around you, a living, floating city dedicated to peace and exploration, now settled into its own deep rest, carrying you gently through the stars. Enterprise continues its silent journey, a vast vessel gliding through the endless night of space. You feel its gentle, almost imperceptible hum, a low thrumming that resonates deep within its structure, a lullaby of machinery and distant stars. Corridors stretch out, softly lit by emergency lighting, casting long, peaceful shadows. The vibrant blues and reds of active duty have been muted, replaced by a soothing amber glow that guides your gaze along the polished decks. Each step you take, or rather, each sensation of drifting, is cushioned by the ship's quiet, steady rhythm. As you drift deeper into the ship's quiet embrace, you pass by darkened recreational areas, their doors slightly ajar, revealing hushed spaces where laughter and conversation once echoed. Now, only the soft whir of environmental controls fills the air. A faint, rhythmic pulse emanates from a nearby utility access panel, a reminder of the ship's constant, vigilant operation, even in slumber. The occasional soft chime of a distant system status update barely registers, a gentle whisper in the quiet expanse. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of recycled oxygen and polished metal. Through a nearby viewport, stars twinkle unhurried and indifferent to the vast distances they span. They are countless, silent observers, painting the deep blackness with tiny, distant sparks of light. The light from a distant nebula paints the interior walls in a soft, ethereal purple, momentarily transforming the familiar corridors into something otherworldly and serene. The Enterprise, your sanctuary, carries you effortlessly through this cosmic tapestry, a safe haven of dreams under a billion watchful eyes. All is calm, all is still, as the journey continues, ever so gently, deeper into the quiet heart of the night. As the last shimmering starlight gently recedes, we find ourselves drifting from the vastness of space into the quiet, inner heart of a Federation starship. The endless cosmic tapestry now gives way to the subtle, comforting hum that resonates deep within the vessel's hull. You feel the faint, rhythmic pulse of the warp core, a steady, soothing heartbeat that carries you through the cosmos, a lullaby of distant stars and silent journeys. Along a softly lit corridor, the floor panels emit a faint, warm glow, guiding the way. The walls are a smooth, cool gray, occasionally broken by the gentle blue-green luminescence of an Alcove's display, showing only essential, non-urgent data, perhaps a sensor reading of a distant nebula, or the ship's current speed, all displayed in calm, unobtrusive characters. The air is still, clean, and carries a faint, almost imperceptible scent of recycled oxygen and polished metal. Ahead, a series of closed doors, each a silent promise of rest. The occasional soft chime of a turbolift passing by in the distance is the only sound breaking the profound stillness, a gentle reminder that life continues, but a whisper. No urgency, no alarms, just the quiet rhythm of a ship at peace. Your steps, if you were walking, would be muffled by the plush, sound-dampening deck plating. This corridor feels like a gentle pathway, leading deeper into tranquility, a sanctuary moving effortlessly through the void. Let the soft hum embrace you as you float through this quiet, star-faring night, completely at ease. The gentle, rhythmic hum of the ship continues its steady song, a subtle vibration that speaks of immense power held in perfect balance, carrying you safely through the vast, quiet expanse. It's a lullaby sung by the stars themselves, filtered through the advanced systems of a Starfleet vessel, a constant, comforting presence that cradles you through the night. As you drift with this peaceful current, the soft glow of an Elcar's panel paints the bulkhead a fleeting, warm amber. The corridor ahead is empty, its polished deck reflecting the distant star glow filtering through a nearby view screen. Each imagined step you take is cushioned, silent, a mere whisper in the deep quietude of the ship, a vessel asleep but ever watchful. The path curves gently, leading towards a small, often overlooked observation alcove. Here, a wide, panoramic window reveals the true majesty of the cosmos. Nebulae paint swirling patterns of violet and gold against the velvet black, distant stars like scattered diamonds, each a silent sentinel in the boundless void. No voices disturb the serenity here, only the faintest whisper of the ship's life support, a sound so soft it merges with the silence, becoming part of the profound stillness. You find yourself gazing into this boundless beauty, the ship a silent sentinel, carrying you gently across light years. The universe unfurls outside, vast and tranquil, an endless tapestry of light and shadow, while inside, the warmth and calm of your journey cradle you. A faint, distant glow from a console further down the alcove casts soft, blue light on an empty chair, inviting rest, inviting contemplation. The sensation is one of complete security, a gentle embrace within the quiet heart of the Federation. Feel the quiet wonder, the deep peace that comes from being held in such a magnificent, silent journey among the stars. Drifting deeper with every breath you drift, let your awareness settle on the gentle, almost imperceptible hum that resonates through the very structure of the ship. It's the soft song of the warp core, a lullaby of distant stars and immense power held in serene balance. This is the quiet pulse of Starfleet at rest, a constant, reassuring presence in the vastness. Imagine yourself now in a secluded observation lounge, perhaps on a deck rarely visited after hours. The lights here are dimmed to a soft, warm amber, casting long, peaceful shadows. Through the expansive forward viewport, the star field stretches out, a shimmering tapestry of distant suns. They don't twinkle here, they glow with a steady, ancient light, moving slowly, majestically, as the ship glides. Soft, distant warp hum a lone console on a side wall displays an Alcove interface, its panels glowing with a deep blue and gold. It shows a star chart, a complex web of constellations and nebulae, but it's not a map of urgency. Instead, it's a quiet testament to exploration, a reminder of all the wonders that lie just beyond the reach of our immediate perception. The data streams are slow, serene, like a quiet river of information. There's a comfortable, worn chair by the viewport, a place where one might sit and simply watch the universe pass by. The air is still, clean, carrying only the faintest scent of polished metal and the quiet hum. You might notice the very subtle, almost imperceptible vibrations from the ship's engines, a steady, rhythmic thrumming that becomes a part of the deep quiet. This is a sanctuary within the journey, a place where time seems to slow, allowing for profound stillness. The distant glow of a nebula paints subtle colors across the lounge's interior, shifting ever so slightly with the ship's movement. All is calm, all is quiet as the magnificent vessel carries you deeper into the peaceful night between the stars. Allow yourself to be cradled by this gentle, cosmic embrace. The gentle, rhythmic hum of the starship continues its lullaby, a constant, reassuring presence in the vastness of space. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible vibrations beneath you, a soft tremor that speaks of endless journeys and quiet vigilance. The ship breathes with you, a living entity navigating the cosmic ocean, a silent guardian moving through slumbering starlight. As the journey unfolds, you find yourself drifting through a softly lit corridor. The overhead lights are dimmed to a low, amber glow, casting long, peaceful shadows that stretch and recede with the ship's gentle sway. Panels along the polished walls emit a faint, warm light, their Alcove displays showing silent, non-critical data streams, a cascade of numbers and symbols that mean little now, serving only as a visual texture of serene activity. No one else is here, just the hushed quiet, the soft mechanical sighs of the ship, and the tranquil feeling of movement. Soft, distant ship hum ahead. A gentle curve in the corridor leads into an observation lounge, or perhaps a quiet corner of 10 forward, long past the bustling hours of the day cycle. The main lights are off, but the magnificent view screen dominates the space, pulsing with the soft, ethereal light of distant nebulae and countless shimmering stars. This cosmic tapestry paints the empty tables and the subtly polished floor with shifting hues of deep blue, violet, and silver. A few comfortable chairs are arranged, perfectly still, inviting no one in particular, simply holding space in the quietude. The air is still, carrying only the faintest whisper of the life support systems, a barely audible breath. It's a profound moment of calm, a feeling of being utterly at peace at the edge of the known universe, watching the cosmos drift by. A silent, endless ballet as the silent ballet of stars continues outside. A gentle shift in perspective draws you inward, away from the vastness, toward the quiet heart of the ship. The soft glow of the observation window recedes, replaced by the warm, muted light of a nearby corridor. This isn't a busy thoroughfare, but a hushed passage, lined with the gentle contours of the ship's internal structure. Each step you take is cushioned, almost imperceptible. A quiet journey deeper into the vessel's slumber. The air here is still and cool, carrying only the faintest whisper of the ship's life support systems. On either side, the doors to crew quarters are closed, their indicator lights often a soft, steady green signifying rest. Some are dark, while others emit a faint, internal glow, perhaps from a data pad left on a bedside table, or a holographic display paused mid-thought. No voices, no hurried footsteps, just the peaceful quiet of a vessel at rest, its thousands of inhabitants dreaming, or perhaps, like you, simply observing the calm. You pass by a small, recessed alcove, designed for contemplation or a brief, private moment. Within it, a singular, comfortable seat is bathed in the gentle illumination of a small, integrated light panel, an LCARS interface displaying a star chart, or perhaps a Federation charter, in soft blue and gold hues. It's an inviting space, a quiet refuge within a refuge. The light casts long, soft shadows, dancing gently with the ship's barely perceptible hum. This is the Enterprise after hours, a place of quiet strength and gentle dreams, where every corner holds a peaceful narrative. The gentle hum of the Enterprise continues its soft, rhythmic song, a lullaby whispered by the very structure of the ship as it glides through the inky void. Moving quietly past crew quarters, where most are deep in slumber, the corridors eventually open into a smaller, rarely used observation lounge. Here, the lights are even dimmer, cast in a soft, ethereal blue that barely illuminates the comfortable, ergonomic seating arranged in a semicircle. A wide, panoramic view screen dominates one wall, not displaying bustling star charts or urgent tactical readouts, but a tranquil, distant star field. Tiny pinpricks of light sparkle against the profound darkness, slowly drifting as the ship maintains its course. No warp speed streaks, just the quiet majesty of space, observed from a place of profound peace. A lone, unlit console stands silently nearby, its LCARS interface dark, reflecting the faint blue glow from the view screen like a still pool. The air is calm, undisturbed by even the slightest vibration. It's a space designed for quiet contemplation, for gazing out into the infinite and feeling utterly safe within the confines of the starship. The vastness outside, usually a symbol of adventure and discovery, here becomes a canvas for dreams, a boundless expanse that cradles the Enterprise in its silent, steady journey. Soft, distant warp hum, the vastness outside, usually a symbol of adventure and discovery, here becomes a canvas for dreams, a boundless expanse that cradles the Enterprise in its silent, steady journey. Soft, distant warp hum inside the Enterprise. The same profound quiet settles over the decks. The ship, a small world unto itself, now breathes with a gentle rhythm, every system tuned to a soft, almost imperceptible hum. Corridors corridors, which during the day thrum with purpose, and the soft tread of many feet, now stretch out in soft, muted light, like hushed pathways through a sleeping city. The ambient hum of the ship, a constant companion, becomes a gentle lullaby, an unobtrusive song of technology at rest. It's a sound that reassures, a quiet thrumming that speaks of countless systems working smoothly, keeping watch even as most of the crew sleeps soundly. This deep, steady pulse is the very heartbeat of the vessel, a comforting presence in the quiet hours. Imagine walking these silent pathways, your steps barely echoing on the polished deck plating. The walls glow faintly with the soft luminescence of Alcove's panels, displaying routine data streams in calming shades of blue and gold. There are no urgent alerts, no flashing warnings, just the steady, predictable rhythms of the ship's vital signs, a visual whisper of order and calm as you drift past a quiet lounge, perhaps the familiar space of 10 forward, its tables empty, chairs neatly tucked away. A profound sense of stillness pervades. The panoramic windows, which once offered vibrant views of swirling nebulae or distant planets, now reflect only the dim interior lights, blurring the boundary between the ship's quiet heart and the infinite dark beyond. Here, in this gentle reflection, the very essence of peace seems to reside, inviting you deeper into its embrace. From the shimmering console, your gaze might drift now, following the subtle play of light along the quiet corridor beyond. The ship's internal pathways are hushed, their usual bustling energy softened to a mere whisper. Only the occasional, gentle pulse of an automated maintenance drone far in the distance breaks the deep silence, like a soft sigh in the ship's sleep. The walls, usually a bright, functional gray, now absorb the dim light, appearing in shades of deep indigo and charcoal. Overhead, the recessed lighting strips cast long, soft lines down the length of the passage, guiding the way without intruding on the peaceful darkness. You might notice the soft, almost imperceptible thrum of the ship's warp core, a steady, comforting vibration that is the very heartbeat of this star-spanning vessel. It's a sound that promises safe passage through the vast, cold emptiness of space. As you slowly move through this tranquil space, past doors that are now silently sealed, you feel the gentle hum beneath your feet, a constant, reassuring presence. Each step is unhurried, each moment stretched into a calm eternity, as the Enterprise carries you deeper into the quiet night. The air itself feels still and undisturbed, carrying only the faintest scent of recycled oxygen and ozone from the ship's intricate systems. This quiet corridor seems to stretch on, an endless invitation to simply be, to exist in this floating sanctuary. The subtle glows from emergency markers on the deck and the almost imperceptible flicker of a distant panel light further down the hall are the only visual cues, painting the scene in gentle blues and greens. It is a space designed for purpose, now reposing in peace, its functions muted, its energy turned inward, cradling all within it in a soft, cosmic lullaby, cradling all within it in a soft, cosmic lullaby. Now, the soft blue and green light of the console begins to fade even further, transitioning gently as you find yourself drifting through a hushed corridor. The low hum of the ship's systems becomes a soothing, rhythmic whisper, a constant, reassuring presence in the quiet expanse of space. The walls, usually bustling with activity, now reflect only the dim, amber glow of emergency pathway lighting, casting long, soft shadows that stretch and sway with the ship's imperceptible movements. You pass by darkened crew quarters, their doors sealed, holding the peaceful slumber of those who have finished their duties for the cycle. Each cabin is a small, private world, safely nestled within the larger, grand vessel. No voices, no hurried footsteps, just the profound stillness that settles in when a starship sleeps. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of recycled oxygen, subtly different from the vibrant, busy atmosphere of the day. Further along, a quiet observation lounge appears through a wide, panoramic window, its interior bathed in the soft, distant light of a nearby nebula. Inside, a few chairs are turned to face the vastness, empty and inviting. The view is a living painting, swirling clouds of cosmic dust, speckled with the faint gleam of distant stars, all moving with a slow, majestic grace. The only sound here is the almost inaudible thrum of the view screen, a gentle vibration against the silent cosmic expanse. It's a place for quiet contemplation, for watching the universe drift by, or simply for letting your thoughts settle. Undisturbed, the quiet contemplation by the main view screen slowly invites a gentle shift. The soft light of distant nebulae paints faint colors across the bridge, a silent canvas of the cosmos. As the ship continues its steady, unwavering course, there's a subtle pull towards another quiet corner, a more intimate space where the universe feels just as close, yet somehow more personal. Imagine drifting now through a softly lit corridor, the carpeting absorbing every sound, the bulkheads glowing with a gentle, ambient light. The low thrum of the warp drive is a constant, almost imperceptible lullaby, a comforting presence that reminds you of the ship's quiet strength. No footsteps echo, no voices carry, only the soft whisper of the environmental controls, maintaining a perfect, steady temperature. You arrive at a smaller observation lounge, tucked away from the main thoroughfares. Here, the large viewport offers an unhindered panorama of the stars, framed by the ship's sleek hull. The room itself is furnished with a few plush, ergonomic chairs, their dark upholstery inviting a moment of rest. A single, small table holds nothing but the faintest shimmer of polished metal, reflecting the starlight. The Alcove's panels along one wall are dimmed to their lowest setting, displaying only essential, non-intrusive data. A slow-moving star chart, a silent, circling Federation emblem. Their soft glow adds to the tranquility, a technological whisper in the vast quiet. This is a space designed for introspection, for simply being, as the ship carries you deeper into the tranquil depths of space. The gentle sway, the soft lights, the endless stars, all invite your thoughts to slow, to settle, to find their own quiet orbit. The gentle hum of the ship continues, a steady, low thrumming that becomes almost imperceptible as your awareness settles. You find yourself drifting through a dimly lit corridor, the polished deck beneath your feet absorbing any sound. Soft, glowing Alcov's panels cast a warm, azure light on the walls, displaying system readouts and quiet data streams in silent, flowing script. Each corner turned reveals another stretch of quiet passageway, empty save for the occasional shimmer of a distant bulkhead door, signaling a closed compartment or a sleeping crew member. The air is still, carrying the faint, clean scent of recycled atmosphere, a familiar comfort. The corridor eventually opens into a spacious, circular observation lounge. Here, the ambient lights are even softer, almost entirely extinguished, allowing the profound vastness beyond the panoramic view screen to completely dominate the space. Swathes of distant nebulae paint the black canvas of space with soft, ethereal blues and purples, swirling like cosmic watercolors. Countless stars, like scattered diamonds, twinkle with a calm, unwavering light, each one a tiny, distant promise. You feel suspended, effortlessly floating in this cosmic tableau, safe within the ship's deep embrace. The subtle, rhythmic pulsing of the warp core, far below, sends a barely there vibration through the deck, a constant, comforting lullaby of deep space travel. This quiet corner of the ship offers a profound sense of peace, a tranquil, ever-present window to the endless, star-strewn night, inviting your own inner quiet to unfold and drift. The quiet hum of the ship, a soft, almost imperceptible thrum, becomes a lullaby against the vast silence of space. It's the sound of life continuing, of journeys unfolding, all while the galaxy sleeps around you. Here, in this dimly lit observation lounge, bathed in the cool glow of a distant nebula, the feeling of timelessness settles in. You might notice the gentle sway of a potted Vulcan orchid on a nearby console, delicate petals reflecting the faint light from a passing star field. Soft glow from Alcov's panels along the wall adds to the subtle illumination. No one rushes here. The air is still, carrying only the faintest scent of replicated tea from hours ago, a lingering warmth that invites a deeper sense of calm. Perhaps your gaze drifts to a holographic star chart, quietly rotating in the center of the room. its constellations shimmering with ancient light. Each point of light, a world, a story, a destiny, all held in perfect, silent suspension. The blues and purples of the display cast long, soft shadows across the carpeted floor, leading your mind further into the quiet depths of the ship. A single chair, ergonomically designed for long vigils, sits empty by the viewport, a silent invitation to simply exist, to observe, to be. The ship itself seems to breathe with you, a living, breathing entity gliding through the cosmic ocean, a vessel of peace in the endless night. This gentle journey through the stars is your own quiet odyssey, a voyage inward, where every distant star is a soft whisper, and every moment is an invitation to deeper rest. The subtle shifts of color on the nebula outside the window are like slow, cosmic brushstrokes, painting new scenes of tranquility in the darkness. Even the distant, almost inaudible chime of a duty shift, ending somewhere far down a corridor, only adds to the sense of settled calm, affirming that all is well and peace endures. The distant, almost inaudible chime truly fades, leaving behind a deeper, more profound stillness. You find yourself drawn further along a less traveled corridor, where the main lighting has been dimmed to a comforting minimum. Soft, operational panels along the walls cast a gentle, rhythmic glow, like silent sentinels watching over the slumbering vessel. Each step is cushioned by the deck plating, and the only sound is the almost imperceptible thrumming of the ship's systems, a deep, steady pulse that assures you of its peaceful, continuous journey. This path leads you to a spacious, circular lounge, usually a hub of activity, but now entirely empty. The vast viewport, which dominates one entire wall, offers an unobstructed view of the velvet blackness beyond, speckled with countless distant stars. No starships pass, no nebulae swirl with dramatic flare. Just the quiet, infinite canvas of space, serene and unchanging. A single, softly glowing console stands in the center of the room, its Alcove's interface displaying only essential, ambient information, atmospheric pressure, gravimetric stability, in muted, calming colors. The air here feels cool and fresh, carrying a faint, clean scent of recycled oxygen. You settle into one of the plush, ergonomically designed seats, feeling the gentle hum resonate through the upholstery. The silence is profound, broken only by the very softest sigh of the ship's life support, a whisper of air moving through vents. Here, in this quiet corner, the universe outside feels vast, yet entirely safe, a boundless expanse of peace. Your gaze drifts over the tiny pinpricks of light, each a distant sun, each a source of quiet wonder, drawing your thoughts gently outward, then softly back to the stillness within this peaceful space. As your thoughts return, you notice the soft, steady hum of the ship's systems, a lulling, almost imperceptible vibration that resonates through the deck plating beneath you. The distant, muted chimes of a duty shift ending float down a quiet corridor, barely disturbing the profound calm. One by one, the soft indicator lights on a nearby console dim, then brighten again. A silent, rhythmic dance of energy and efficiency. The soft, ambient glow of an Elcar's panel casts long, gentle shadows across the carpeted deck, inviting a sense of deep rest. Here, in this quiet corner of the Federation, time seems to slow, untethered from urgency. The vastness of space outside the view screen has receded into a comforting backdrop, replaced by the immediate warmth and security of this vessel, this station. All duties are done, all watches are set, and the quiet vigil of the night shift maintains a peaceful slumber for all on board. You are safe, enveloped by the gentle presence of this quiet Starfleet home. Allow the last lingering thoughts of stars and journeys to gently dissolve. Feel the comfortable weight of your body, the soft texture of your covers, the slow, rhythmic breath rising and falling within you, the gentle hum of the ship, the soft play of light and shadow. They are lullabies now, inviting you deeper into tranquility. You are free to let go, to drift, to surrender to the profound peace that awaits you in the soft embrace of sleep.